Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dream Daddy. Last we left off, we finished our date with Damien and had some interesting escapades with the Cask of Amontillado. Anyway, so it's a brand new day. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I gotta tell you something, by the way. As an adult, here's some advice to those of you who may not be, huge on coupons yet. But if you do get coupons, go check through the mail, see if there's anything that would actually apply, to your particular situation. It's good at the very least to be up to date on what current sales are going on that week, because you never know when it's actually going to be useful. Especially if you like those avocado toast points or whatever you guys are eating these days. You never know when they might be on sale, like a 5-for-1 deal. Anyway. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Yeah.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts! I am so sorry for those of you who had to listen to me do that. I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's my child. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. You gotta be careful about doing that. You never know if you're going to tear the contents of the envelope as well. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't...
Yeah.
I got in! Oh! Calling game dialogue again. Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie! That's amazing! I'm so proud of you! She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in! Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible.
Oh.
Wait, Dad, I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner. Your choice. Wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. That sounds so good. Oh my god. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rita with a view. That actually sounds perfect. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Alright.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we all get the professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests, I bet we're gonna be best friends. From personal experience, that's really not necessarily the case. You might be able to get paired with someone, but this is never really, in my experience, gonna work out, and any roommate situation is going to take some adapting to. You may not necessarily be besties with your roommate, but you can always try to get along with your roommate. And this is just, again, more advice from someone who has been through the whole college thing and has had to room with people. If you find yourself in contention with your roommate, you can also try to see what you can do to establish some sort of contract with them, some sort of guidelines, or things like, I'm going to be doing this from, 1 to 2 p.m. or something along those lines. Try to make things work as best you can. Because it is a life lesson for later on in life, especially if you have to room with someone that may not be your favorite person. Alternatively, it's also good practice for when you're rooming with your favorite person, because even then, your favorite person is probably going to step on your toes a little bit. It's just sort of an inevitable thing about living with other people. Even the tightest relationships can run into conflict from time to time, so it's good to have an action plan just in case. That said, try to go in optimistically. Anyway, Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Yeah.
Ooh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Depends on the size of the snake. But don't do that. Oh, boy. I think I'll leave all that up to you. No, Lore. Maybe impart some sort of wisdom to the child about this. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? No, he didn't start talking about my life. What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park with these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. If it's a food vendor, food vendors can be hit or miss, but I was gonna say it might already taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead.
Nah.
Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Aw, what a genuine heartwarming moment!
Welcome. You've got dads.
Now it's my turn to pick someone else. Well, I believe I mentioned before that I have been through this game and it has been on a singular path, and that was Damien. So I haven't actually seen the dates for the other paths yet. So, with all of that in mind, let's see. Let's give Hugo a chance here. Okay, let's give this a shot. So now we're going into completely new territory for me. This part is actually blind. So this is a moderately blind Let's Play. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me. And I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda.
Morning, Pops.
Hey, how was middle school for you?
Ugh.
Bad. But nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Ugh.
Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop. Top 40s pop? Oh. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. Not avoided at all costs, but perhaps handled with gloves.
Huh?
What was your middle school experience like? Well, I'm gonna be... I remember personally bits and pieces, but I legit actually don't remember bits and pieces of my middle school years. It's a long, complicated story, but let's just call it trauma-induced amnesia or something like that. I didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school, and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me, and I'll never forget.
Huh?
What did she do to you? I stare off into middle distance, remembering the 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remember the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it.
Huh.
See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me?
Huh?
Last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
Huh?
No, it's because Bobby Willingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder. I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past.
Ah.
Dear Lord. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. That's always a plus. Amanda and I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Personally speaking, I am actually fine with the ocean. What, are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find out that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Sounds about right? Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming. As I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great! Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. You know what? That is a pretty good basis for a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? Honestly, I'm not really a fan of telling kids to necessarily put their phones away, but it depends on the context. All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, then go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. Hugo. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all. We'll see. I would say, don't underestimate the middle schoolers either. They can start some shit. The classes started filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets to... Okay, try that sentence again. Hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Probably stuff that you have to note down about each exhibit, just to show that you at least attended and glanced at the little placards, probably. Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, so time waster. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man of the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. Ooh, sounds poisonous. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Yep. Nature is hardcore. Cat, can you please chill?
Oh.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Oh, God, no. Okay, well, there you go, guys. Don't step on a stonefish. Cool.
Hey.
Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna do a cheaty thing. I don't care. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... Oh my god, American longfin, blue-nosed wigglyfish, humphead wrasse. I have no idea if I'm even pronouncing that correctly, but...
Oh.
Yeah? Did you know that... paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, or political fish trivia? God, I don't think he would be into paranormal fish trivia. I'm not sure if he would be into political or psychiatric fish trivia either. I'm gonna go with psychiatric, though, because that sounds like something I would do. This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression?
Oh.
Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Ah.
Ha! Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. You know what, that's actually kind of a sign of a good teacher, in some ways. Someone who can be around chaos and kind of keep their head together. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. I've got a lot of these. I'd be tempted with I'd rather stare at you, but... Are those two sharks kissing? I would go with... Torn between these two, actually. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. That's a very astute point, Lore. Apparently you liked that. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing that the kids are actually interested in. Well, I mean, here's the thing. When you're trying to teach kids something, usually letting them have a literal hands-on experience with it is the best way to actually get them engaged with it. Here's a hit tip for anyone who wants to teach kids something. Let them feel engaged with it. Make it an activity and not just a lecture. That's actually very important. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moistured hands. And on that note, I think it's about time to call it for this installment of Let's Play Dream Daddy. But I hope you'll join me next time where I finish this date with Hugo and maybe address whatever the cat is crying about. Hope to see you next time, guys.